AAA family? It's your boy Coach Smook here with another episode of Chatting with Coach Smook. Tonight, we got our fall camp series. We're opening up the phone lines, discussing all the hot topics, all the things that you want to talk about and hear about, the news that you need to know following opening day in the 2026-27 fall camp. But before we do that, make sure you like the stream, make sure you share the content, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you don't miss any of the coverage and the live content that we'll be producing around Alabama football this season. I appreciate you for supporting, and while you're here, think about becoming a member of the AAA family by joining and becoming a member of our YouTube channel. It's real easy to do so. We'll show you how to do it in the show. But for now, let's get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get into it.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Let's go. Hey, I know it's late. I know it's late. My bad, y'all. I forgot. It's late. I know I was supposed to be on earlier, y'all. My bad. But had some technical difficulties. We've been updating the PC. Hopefully the camera looks better too, man. We had to readjust all of our lighting, all of the camera stuff. So if it look kind of weird tonight, just bear with us, man. I don't have the production team up with me tonight. And if you're tapping in late night and you're live with me, man, I appreciate you. TikTok, I see you. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, I see y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. It was rough. I'm over here like, man, do I even want to go live tonight? You know, that's how I was feeling. I ain't even feel like going live. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. What's good, Zach? What's good, Dalton? Everybody, I see Coach Snell Gaming. Urban Essence, I see you. Jason, what's good? I see you. Dino, what's good, everybody? My God, Khalil, niggas, bro. I've been waiting since 6 p.m. break at work. My fault, man. Look, man. Hey, my boy said live got pushed back like your hairline. Dino, I don't think you've seen your hairline, brother. Let's talk about that while you try to come in and crack some jokes. Little baby hairline you holding on over there. Try it again, but yeah. Anyways, we had to update the PC, so we got everything set up for the rest of the week. I'm glad that it didn't happen tomorrow. What's good, Mr. Unknown over there on TikTok? I see you, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Appreciate you for everybody for tapping in. Tony over there, I see y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for holding up, man. Fall camp, day one, man. It was kicked off. We got the intel. Y'all seen all the video. Y'all seen the first day of Kalen DeBoer and his first fall camp wrestle for the 2026 season, man. And I think right now we got a lot to be excited about, Alabama fans. I kind of like one of his responses in particular when they asked, was he and the team aware of all the talk of everybody doubting Alabama? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to open the phone lines here in about 10 minutes. Just want to give a little inside scoop with some things going on with practice. If y'all didn't pay attention to what was happening at some of the clips that was being posted, I'm surprised that a specific clip has not been posted. I'm not privy to posting it. I'm not ashamed of admitting it. But that young man, Kalen Russell, man, in that tight end room, I mean, even Jet Tamala, there was a few passes completed and some pass skills to the tight end room on some flag concepts, man. These young men, and I know everything's on there is kind of like half speed, trying to just get conditioned, just seeing effort, seeing how fluid everything is going. But that ball is beautiful, man. You can't deny that Kalen Russell is very impressive just to watch. At just football in general, to watch him spin the ball is amazing to watch him. So yeah,
What's good though? What's good, Kay? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, that's sweetie. That's sweetie. Hey, good to see you in the chat. I see y'all in the chat over here on YouTube. My boy Dino said his barber been pushing him back. We gotta talk to that barber, man. We gotta talk to that barber, get him right, man. You need to come up here to Legacy. My boy said Georgia football in the chat. What's up, Darius, man? You know what? Darius. We don't. Only reason I'm respecting, I'm gonna acknowledge you tonight because football season is near, and I like making money off you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna just be honest. Theirs is a guaranteed paycheck when it comes to making little gentleman bets and stuff like that on the games. Y'all know we like to have fun over here on the Coach Smook Network, and make sure y'all come around during the season. Make sure y'all stick around for the season covers because we got a segment that we're introducing this year. I know Zach is excited about it. The staff is excited about it. Zach is going to be doing a weekly pick'em segment where he'll be picking some of the big games for the week. 4 to 5 games each weekend. We'll get you all the way in on them, and whoever has the best percentage at the end of the season will give away a giveaway prize. So I'm just kind of trying to let y'all get it settled in. I was supposed to be live earlier, giving everybody a chance to get up in here. What's good, Sully? Good to see my brother in the chat. Good to see all y'all in the chat, man. Giving y'all a chance to get settled in. What's good, Antoine? Good to see you, my brother. He said, "What's good?" Hey, man, look, trying to let this technology, not trying to let this technology get the best of me. Who look good today at practice? 4th and Mirror. What's good, family? Make sure you retweet this over there on Twitter. I like when we get Twitter comments. Who look good? I think everybody look good, man. You got a roster full of healthy individuals. Danny Lewis moving around looking good. That was kind of a highlight of the conversation that I had. One of the conversations I had today. Some of the young inside linebackers that were kind of pulled off of as far as their on-field opportunities last year because of injuries or surgeries, like Marshall Pritchett, QB Reese, Abdul Sanders Jr., Duke Johnson. All of those guys, you see a lot. You see that inside linebacker. They looking fast, man. They looking fast. Duke put on a good weight. Duke looks like he's developing. QB Reese looks like he's emerging as the leader in that room. Even with the presence of veteran presence transfer, Caleb Woodson looks like he's the veteran presence. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We're going to get into that conversation, but I'm trying to give everybody a chance to join in and have this conversation with us. So if you're live with us right now, make sure you share the stream right now. I see right now we have 25 in the chat on YouTube. Make sure y'all are liking the stream over on YouTube. And I want to give a shout out to Bama Central, man. I always love utilizing their content. I always like utilizing their audio and their interviews because one, they just provide the direct questions. They don't play. Sometimes when they have time, early in the fall camp and spring camp, they go back to the studio or whatever and they edit up, or they just upload a script, but they'll take their time and edit it and give us the questions and the juicy stuff. So we're going to use Bama Central's audio and their interviews from Kalen DeBoer. Shout out to the subscribers, man. We got new subscribers on the channel. Y'all give it up for yourselves, man. I need my producers. I wonder if they up. I know it's late. So I told everybody, I said 8:30 at the latest. I was about to give up when my computer started updating again, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it was one of them things that I was about to get ready, go ahead and go to the gym and work off the frustrations. But everything ended up coming together and God said, let's do this. So let's do this. Hey, continue running likes up. We got 10 likes on the stream. Continue running likes up. Appreciate all y'all in the chat. 25 live viewers, man. Y'all must want to hear some Alabama talk. So let's do that. Let's get into the conversation here. Talking Alabama fall camp. What are we expecting? We're going to open the phone lines here in about 15 minutes. And I want you all to create conversation around some things that you have questions about. I got to have a lot of great conversations today about Alabama. It was kind of low. But it was kind of already presumed that Ty Simpson was going to be the starting quarterback, right? And you had kind of like a QB2 competition going on, QB1A, QB1B type thing going on between the first week of camp. But this year, you see the reps being split between the quarterbacks. That's something that was noted and really reported even early on, transitioning between indies and the 7-on-7 periods. A balanced dosage of both Russell and Mac taking snaps with the ones. A lot of things not necessarily 100 going full speed, but you see this fluidity, you see this chemistry being built, and the off-season workouts definitely clearly paying off. You look at, man, how many of y'all were surprised to see Ryan Williams? As a matter of fact, while I'm chopping my yapping and stuff, I'm gonna bring up the B-roll from today's camp. This is the pictures from today's camp footage, fall camp footage, and y'all let me know if y'all can see that pretty good. Or let me see, I could let me see if I can do this for y'all real quick. I'm gonna do this for y'all over here. There we go. So just look at how one thing I want to acknowledge first. Let's talk about the offensive line. There's a lot of questions about the first five. When we went out in the portal, and shout out to the 30 in the chat, continue running likes up. Let's try to hit that 25 like goal on the stream tonight. On the YouTube side, continue to tap the screen on TikTok. When we went to the portal and we started doing an overhaul of offensive linemen, shout out to Britt over there on TikTok, lighting it up with the gifts too, man. Partners, Eric King, I see you over there. I just want to make sure everybody know that we're live, man. Y'all continue running comments up, especially on YouTube. Run the chat up on YouTube. Let's get everybody knowing that we're live and we're talking Bama football tonight. The offensive line, the overhaul of offensive line that we brought in, you're talking highly touted former five-star Ty Haywood from Michigan. You went and got Caden Strayhorn from Michigan, another highly touted 4-star that both were in their freshman year. A lot of tread on the tires, high upside, guys that you're expecting to be able to contribute if their number is called, plug and play type guys. You went and got a JUCO transfer and Rasin Dalgatti, who has played a lot of snaps in his 4-year career at the collegiate level. May not has played a lot of ball at the Power 5 level, but has played at the collegiate level, has seen, different styles of offense, played in different schemes, already has the size, right? He was once a Bama commit. He decommitted from Bama. And, he had decommitted from Bama. I'm sorry, I had to check my message. He had decommitted from Bama and ended up committing to Michigan. Michigan gave him a bag. They were, he was supposed to be competing as a true freshman. That didn't pan out as planned. Comes back to Bama, where he totally fits the scheme, man. 6'5" frame, true right tackle. When you talk about a prototypical right tackle, prototypical left tackle, you talking about a right-handed quarterback, a mobile quarterback. You're talking about two anchors, man. Young anchors with a lot of tread on the tire that had so much upside coming out in that 26 recruiting class. This offensive line has come together. That this staff has gotten exactly what they originally wanted. And I want to say, they was in the 26 class, right? Yeah, with Russell and Carroll and all those guys. Yes, that group: Haywood, Carroll, Jackson. You had DeBoer was in that class. Waldrop was in that class. You had a solid offensive line target group that we had committed at one point. And now you get Haywood back. And not only do you get Haywood back, you get Strayhorn back. You get Tyler Miller, JUCO transfer, another guy I'm telling you, this offensive line competition, I don't think there'll be much competition, but I don't think there's much drop-off with personnel available if there's injuries. A lot of times Alabama's offense has sputtered in the past due to the offensive line not being able to stay healthy with a lot of its veteran presence. With so many new faces, you might not run into that problem. I don't think you run into that problem this season. With so many new faces, you got so many guys lobbying for snaps, lobbying for impact or personnel, specialty package, all of that stuff. So you can bet, I can probably bet you that the offensive line competition is going to be about as clean as we've seen in some years. And that's a testament to Adrian Clem. Let's talk about the defense, man. Defense was on fire today. I'm going to tell you why. There's been this narrative that the offense won the day since A-Day. There's been some off-season workout competitions, things going on, one-on-one, 7-on-7, things going on in the off-season. We've kind of alluded to these things happening with following some of the players in their workouts. Today, a lot of trash talk when I was talking to my guys. I'm gonna kill this fly, y'all. A lot of trash talk when I was talking to my guys. It was good to see the competitive edge in the locker room. Not serious. No serious scuffles during practice today. No serious scuffles, but you had a lot of joy, a lot of energy. One thing that was texted me right as we were going off live. The text message read, it's real when your players are on the field before your equipment managers are done putting the equipment out for practice. Like players out on the field really like warming up, visualizing, stretching, whatever, doing on the field, just zoning in. I really think this team has a chip on the shoulder. It's one thing to say it, but I can't wait for September 5th to come around because Eastern Carolina is going to be the perfect opportunity for us to showcase. Let me get to some of the comments and see what y'all got to say in the chat tonight. I appreciate y'all for pulling up late tonight. London, what's good, man? Good to see you. He said, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I got you, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Old time, Bama Gump. My boy pulling up, man. Hey, we got the phone lines opening up here in about 5 minutes. Y'all stick around. Make sure y'all tap in on the phone lines. Don't be scared to talk. What's up, Corey P? Good to see you in the chat, my boy. Y'all drop some comments. Okay, we're still on the defensive side, y'all. I wanna highlight a few more guys on the defense. We just got done talking offensive line. Let's talk defense. We talk about the defense winning the day. The inside linebacker room to me is probably going to be the most interesting room to watch. I think there's going to have to be a solid four-man rotation in the inside linebacker room early on in the season to really fill out who's going to be able to scheme, what assets are going to be utilized to scheme against opposing offenses. You're going to have to find out early, and I think with the way that the schedule lines up, Kentucky, ECU, I think those teams are going to be physical and try to impose their physicality against Alabama. That's become a common saying around college football nowadays in this new era of college football, and with the power shifting, Alabama, being out physical. And I don't think this team is going to allow themselves to be out physical. I think that talk of not being physical enough has ran its course with this squad. And I'm telling you, the type of work ethic that you see with these guys changing their bodies over the last 2 and 3 years, it just shows you that they believe in whatever the coaching staff believes in. They're committed to doing whatever with their bodies, with how they're playing, their technique. And that's a 9-win team to a 10-win team. I mean, a 9-win team to an 11-win team. Like, it only gets better. And Kalen DeBoer has already proven that he knows how to win everywhere he goes. I don't know why people sit here and act like the prospects that he's recruiting and signing, guys that we're getting out the portal, can't be developed under him into a winning program. Speaking of linebacker, do you think Duke Johnson ever find his way on the field at some point? No, it probably won't be this year. Jarrell, good question. We're talking about the linebackers. You asked about Duke Johnson. I think this is one of those years where he will find himself opportunities to get some spot play if he's up to par. His thing is his reaction, being able to diagnose plays early in the snap. Once the play gets going, he can't be so hesitant. And then also just cleaning up his tackling technique. He's very physical, very fast, very athletic. He's got to clean up his tackling technique. And they also want to allow his body to develop, actually continue to pick up on, the scheme and learn how to play from the inside linebacker position. Because, Duke was coming off the edge out of high school. He was rated as one of the top edge rushers. And it was always part of his recruiting perspective, that he was going to transition to being inside linebacker or maybe even a box safety type stock because of his athleticism. But standing 6'2", 6'3", he's able to put weight on that frame. I think he's right at 235, 240 right now. I mean, and the young man, the whole linebacker room looks good. Let me see if I could get us to that picture on the B-roll in the back. Caleb Woodson, him and Bray Hubbard. I'm gonna talk about those two guys in a second too. Caleb Woodson and Bray Hubbard. And I'm gonna continue to acknowledge your comments, though. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and dropping comments. Make sure y'all share the live stream real quick. Take 20 seconds to go ahead and share the live stream. Literally, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, direct message to somebody. Tell them we're talking Bama football late night. We got the phone lines opening up in about 5 minutes. Let me see if I can find this picture with those linebackers. This picture right here is about to go viral. Hold up, let me clear the screen off. This one right here it should go viral. Steve Bowler, Edric Hill. You're talking 2 6'4s, 300 plus, both of them. Interior guys that move. I mean, really move. When I say move, they move, and they're hard to keep hands on them. These guys are. I love what Alabama did in the portal and in recruiting over the past 2 years to shore up the D-line, to really showcase the effectiveness and the versatility of the 4-2-5 scheme and the 3-4 nickel look, right? Coach Saban did it, a heavy dose of it late in his tenure. It was just a lot of box looks, a lot of hugging the line of scrimmage, walking that outside linebacker down. But I can't wait to see these big 3-man fronts get unleashed. Even with some of these freshmen, it's like you could run an 11-man rotation at Alabama right now and not worry about any major drop off. And I'm confident in saying that. There's some senior guys, some seniors that transferred in, right? And they just came late JUCO add-ons that if push comes to fail with a lot of this young talent, a lot of this 6-year talent, these guys have experience. They're going to provide the at least the knowledge that we've been missing. This defensive line room is deep, y'all. This defensive line room is deep, and it's reason to be excited about it. I'm not ashamed to be fanned out right now with the D line. What's good? Jay Smith says, Roll Tide, can't wait. It's going to be rocking in the forest at Bryant Denny, our first game. Oh, facts, 100%. Welcome in, my guy, Jay Smith. Make sure you think about becoming a member of the AAA family, man. If you haven't become a member of the YouTube channel, you do not want to miss it. We have our, that's the picture I want to pause it on. Let me see. We did not do exclusive members only coverage today, but next week when we're on campus, you do not want to. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, shout out to the Twitter viewers, man. We got a lot of people pulling up on Twitter. Make sure y'all continue to repost it, retweet it, all that good stuff. I see the comments over there. Appreciate you for coming in. Shout out to the 39 viewers. Shout out to the 39 viewers live on YouTube, man. Y'all continue running likes up. We got 23. What's that? Is that 23? That's 26 likes. 26 likes on the stream, y'all. Appreciate y'all for the 26 likes, man. Much love, everybody. Continue running likes up. Let's get them up to 45. Let's get it up to 45 if we can. Continue to share it. If you're on YouTube, hit that share button. Post it on Facebook. Post it on TikTok, whatever. Post it somewhere. Send it to somebody. Send the link direct. Text it to somebody that's up and just can't go to sleep and want to talk to somebody about Alabama Fall Camp Day 1. All right, another storyline, hot storyline, the right tackle position. I thought, did I talk about Ty Haywood and Nick Brooks, the competition there that's brewing there, Javen James, that three-man competition? I think Ty Haywood is going to be the guy. All right, I kind of alluded to that. The left guard position, Will Sanders is back. Mal Wardrop, Nick Brooks, Tyrell Miller. It's a lot of guards in this room, man. I'm telling you, we have to figure the left guard position out. I think we're going to be solid at left tackle, Lloyd Jackson. I think right tackle is going to end up being Ty Haywood, just because of how him and Carroll can play together. I don't know if y'all saw the type of what's good, King? Good to see you, man. Good to see you in the chat over there on Twitter, man. Good to see everybody. I appreciate y'all for dropping some of this. Keep on running the comments up. It's going to help the algorithm. But I don't know if y'all remember the type of lobbying that our boy Michael Carroll was doing when they were getting that 26 class together. Ty Haywood was definitely a key piece. And when he decommitted from Bama, I remember he was committed, and that was going to be one of the highest rated offensive line, collectively offensive line groups that you had. Mal Wardrop ended up getting that 4-star rating, I believe, towards the end of that cycle. and the rest of them were 5 stars. Michael DeBoer was a 4-star. Then you had Carroll 5-star, Lloyd Jackson 5-star, and Ty Hayward was a 5-star. You would have had 5 offensive linemen that had an overall rating of 84, 85 or higher, which are major recruiting and scouting networks and databases. So that to have 4 pieces of that 5 is good, and then you replace the 5th piece with the likes of a Racine Dalgatti or Caden Strayhorn. Who else is Booker? I love Booker. I love the hype around Booker right now. Chris Booker. I think they want to continue to develop him his size, but he's one of them guys, kind of like Carroll. You don't care about his size. You know, at 295, that 290, 295 right now, he could play guard or tackle, whichever one is easier for him to get his hands on somebody. He has strong hands. Bryson Cooley is another freshman that's gotten on campus. Big frame, big body. Where are we putting him at? 63. You're going to be able to see him. I think he's another interior asset. So the depth at offensive line is exciting to look at. We talked about the inside linebacker room. Wide receiver room, I love what Rico Scott has done with his frame. I think he's trying to embrace that Deebo Samuels type of look, that Deebo Samuels frame and type of role in this year's scheme, being a reliable intermediate target. But another guy that I want y'all to pay attention to, and I saw his number change, and I want to make sure I'm thinking about the right person before I start bumping my gums. Yes, I did see that updated. The junior transfer from Mississippi Gulf Coast, Tyler Henderson. If you all know Kalen DeBoer, if you all know Brian Grubb, the Z spot gets a lot of attention. Jeremy Bernard lined up at the Z, had a lot of targets. That's where most of his targets came from. Anytime him and Ryan Williams were on the field, and he was the strong side and Ryan Williams in the slot, Jeremy Bernard was the beneficiary. I saw a lot of reports, and I saw a lot of people reporting like personnel groupings of the wide receiver 3-man grouping. And you saw with first group, you saw Meadows, Brooks, Williams, and then you saw with second group, you saw Morgan, Scott, and Henderson at the Z. So I'm wondering if Henderson is getting pulled from that slot position and they're pushing him out to that Z. If so, that lets you know that this guy is truly a burner. We know that they love to put the shifty burners right there. Ryan Williams had great success there his freshman year. I think that's where they're going to allow him to go. The slot position usually gets occupied by guys that are shifty, get the ball in their hands quick, let them move around. Who else was in that little conversation that we was talking about today? Ryan Williams looks primed, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even sit here and act like I don't see that there's a different look in this young man's eye this season. Y'all know I've been very critical on Ryan Williams as a supporter, as a fan. I've been very critical on him, but I'm gonna say now I think he's locked in. I don't think he's an NFL first round draft pick locked in or production this year, but I do think he sets himself up for a high attention demanding senior year, and for sure shoe in first round draft pick. He has that type of look in practice today. There's a clip I want to see if I can get it before we get up out of here. I'm gonna put the B-roll up here, and I'm gonna get back to your comments. Appreciate you for tapping in. Pat is in the house, y'all. I know she excited. Didn't hear much about my boy today. That's not anything new though. It's not a lot to hear on day one. You know, just going through drills, you don't get to hear a lot. This is a good sight to see. Danny Lewis, we're gonna highlight the tight end room tomorrow morning, on the morning show. But we're gonna highlight the tight end room because they got a lot of opportunities today during the first practice to kind of showcase some cool skill sets, right? A lot of hands, a lot of movement, footwork, agility. They were able to showcase. They had an opportunity to do some things today in some of the drills early on. But good to see you, Mama Pat, in the chat. I saw 66 in warm-ups. He might be one of the biggest offensive linemen. Let me see who 66 is. I'm not sure. Like I said, they had some roster updates in the past 48 hours. Our team is getting our graphics updated. Let me see who 66 is. It sounds like a walk-on, one of the walk-on guys. 66. I don't see 66. Sounds like a walk-on though. Sounds like one of the walk-ons. Now I know one of the biggest offensive linemen we have, I think, is Nick Brooks, and then both him and Bear. Bear 57, the freshman. Those dudes big. Lloyd is tall too. He's 6'7". He's 6'7". But Bear Fredwell is huge, man. You might have seen 65. He's huge. What's up, MJ? Good to see you in the chat, brother. We about to open these phone lines, man. Hopefully we got some people up and ready to get on the phone line. Y'all already know how we go, man. We listen, Linda, listen. Roll Tide though, MJ. Good to see you in the chat, my brother. I'm glad to see everybody tapping late night. What questions y'all got? Comments y'all got in the chat. Don't leave me hanging out here tonight. We got some good conversation from practice. Like I said, it wouldn't be a lot to dive into tonight because it's just opening day. It's just opening day. You're hearing the storylines. You're hearing about the lineups. How did the quarterbacks look? I could talk about the quarterbacks looking good all day, but everything was posted on the air. One thing that I was happy to hear, that you didn't have a lot of balls on the ground during the drills today, during the competitive period, in the ones and the individuals. Like you didn't have a lot of those. You didn't have those type of reporters, so that was good to see. But good to see you, Shrimp. Good to see all those people in the chat, man. Love the support. Appreciate y'all for tapping in on all platforms. Listen, I'm going to take a quick infomercial break. What's up, Six Way? I see you over there on TikTok. Make sure you pull up on the phone lines here after this little infomercial break, man. If you're not a member of the AAA family, let's pull up, man. He said you screen black on YouTube. Never mind, just came back in. Oh, we back. We good back. We good on YouTube. How's Kevin Riley looking for so far? Eric King on TikTok asking that question about Kevin Riley. I think Kevin Riley is at option 2B right now. I think right now 1A, 1B is AK Deere and Daniel Hill. I think 2A, 2B is EJ and Kevin Riley. Trayshawn Brown is probably a change of speed back right now in that room. Another name to look forward to seeing like some not necessarily some hype around, but just probably seeing some guys get some opportunities for real, like with some garbage time, or if you see one or two injuries. Maurice Mathis, 21. I did not know dude was a stud like that. I'm not gonna lie. I watched this film. I saw some developmental things that could happen, but Mathis is a quiet arrival. He's a quiet arrival. I remember seeing him at some high school games out in, I think he played at, was it Houston County? He played at Houston County? I think he played at Houston County. He played at one of the schools in Macon. But I remember seeing him make a few plays. And, you know, he bigger. You know, bigger than a lot of dudes. He got that DeBoer build too, 6'1", pushing about 200. That young man that showed up, making some strong catches. But I wanted to highlight this image right here before we go into our infomercial break. The Ryan Coleman Williams. Look at him looking that ball into his hands, man. But not just that, man. Look at his frame. Look at his arms. Trying to beef up a little bit. Dedicated to getting his body right. Getting his body right. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate you for tapping in over there on TikTok side. Have you heard anything about Zay Hall from Hillcrest? Eric King, I was just telling Miss Pat, man, I didn't hear anything in particular. All the linebacker room looks fast. That's all you keep hearing about the linebacker room. The inside linebacker room looks fast. QB Reese, Luke Metz, Taylor Woodson, AJ Sanders, they're the ones kind of hogging the storylines. They're the guys kind of leading in that room. But the freshmen definitely showing up to impress. You know, both Nate Griffin, putting on some weight. Paul came in at 230 already. I think he's around 240 right now, sitting at a solid 240, carrying that frame, and both of them getting, you know, looks at both the edge and inside linebacker, meaning that you have so much veteran presence in front of it. You get
get to develop these guys in different spots. So I wouldn't too much worry about hearing about those freshman inside linebackers. And as highly talented as we are, you know, you don't want them thrown into the fire this year. If we have to throw them into that fire, we're not looking good on defense. I think Rico needs to be used like Germ this year. You know what, Marquis? You might have something to say on the phone line tonight. I can't wait to get the open phone lines. He said we on all platforms, y'all. There go my shrimp. There you go. Give it up for my shrimp. Appreciate you for pulling up too, Marquis. Everybody in the chat. Let's go to this infomercial break real quick. And when we get back, we'll get into the phone lines here on the Coach Smook Network. If you're not a member of the AAA family, man, try and support your boy by helping us continue to grow and becoming a member. We have one of the cheapest YouTube membership programs on the app. I guarantee it. Check us out here on the Coach Smook Network. You don't know how to do it. This is how you do so. I don't have Jordan, so I'm gonna take you there.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
talking about Jalen Miro and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, y'all, let's get to it. That phone line is open just for you. 334-625-1121, your late night call-in segment. Here for you tonight. I want to hear your voices, what you hearing from practice, what you want to know, what you need to know. I told y'all, man, the competition in that offensive line room, it's really slimming. It's slimming up. Y'all heard my mic. They said my mic got a low battery. I'm going to plug it up real quick, y'all. 2 seconds. And that ain't Siri. That's somebody else. Some other chick that worked for the network now, I guess. I don't know. Somebody snuck on the staff, y'all. Got a new employee. Ain't even know. 334-625-1121. Call in, say your name, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Want to hear your thoughts. Hey, I want to thank my boy Ready Rock, my boy Big Bama, man, giving us the gifts, man. Gives 10. What is that? What does that say? 10 jewels, gold coins. Appreciate you, my brother, for the donation, man. I don't even know how those things apply, but we appreciate you. We got our first call on the line. Let's see who it is, man.
Call from Zach Willie. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook? Talk to me, man.
What's good, Coach Smook and my AAA family? How are y'all doing this evening?
Doing pretty good, man. You up late night with it, man. You said you was going to be up. I ain't know if y'all was going to make it with me. I ended up having a PC update. So glad you're hanging out late night with me, Zach. Hanging out, talking Bama Fall Camp opening day. I know you've seen all of the content everywhere. Appreciate all the gifts. Before we get into the conversation, we got some gifts going crazy over there on TikTok. Just a lady in Bama, my sister Shay. Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate all the gifts over there on TikTok. Coming in with the finger hearts. Much love, sis. Much love. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Put you in the game. Put me in the game. Appreciate you for showing love. But Zach, man, fall camp is finally going. Talk to me, man. What's on your mind? Let's have a conversation tonight. Bama football.
Yep, it's time to prove all the haters wrong again, and go to the playoffs again and hopefully make a national championship appearance this year. I think we have the pieces in place to do it. And yes, I mean, it's harder now, with 12 teams, but I still think this coaching staff can do it, and put enough together to make a deep playoff run. It's just getting the right pieces in place and getting the right team that has the right togetherness and everything to get it done and go out there and compete and stay focused all season long and not get lackadaisy when everything's going our way and decide to take a week off. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But I'm glad to see Ryan using his hands.
I knew you was gonna hit on it, man. I knew you was gonna hit on it. The funny thing is, man, that's something that he was very adamant about and acknowledging in conversation. Zach, you got people in the chat speaking to you, man. Everybody saying what's up, Zach. I'm glad that everybody's hype about Zach being on the phone line. Y'all gonna be hearing him not just on the phone lines, giving thoughts on our topics as a caller. But Zach is going to have his own segment. We actually will be having the picks by Zach, man, for representing the Coach Smook Network. Man, y'all give it up for my bro. He really stepping out and trying to get his content started. If y'all haven't seen his TikTok page, make sure y'all go follow my boy Zach Woods on TikTok. But Zach, running back room, man. I got some reports from the running back room. EJ Correll 100%. That's something that a lot of Bama fans were kind of concerned about.
Yeah.
coming into the fall, being that he wasn't available, wasn't 100%. You got a few defensive linemen that weren't 100%. Jeremiah Beeman was kind of working through back from injury. Terrence Green
Right.
came from the portal, kind of beat up a lot of those guys, but everybody 100%. That was one of the things. Kalen DeBoer. What's your thoughts with everybody coming back healthy, man? What do you think this team can achieve 100% healthy? What's your thoughts?
Man, this team's scary at 100% healthy because we haven't the last couple of years we haven't had this team 100% healthy. If we can stay healthy all season long, this would be a dangerous team because we haven't had that, in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to probably 2020 was the last time we had a full healthy roster, minus some minor bumps and bruises, but other than that, it seemed like every year after that, we've had key players injured. In 2021, we had just about our whole running back room out with torn ACLs. We had our two main wide receivers go down with ACL tears,
Yeah.
So if we can just stay healthy, I think this team can reach overachieve what expectations are coming into the season, and this team has a chip on their shoulders because they're being underhyped a lot. A lot of people are overlooking them because of how young we are.
Mm-hmm.
And so this team has a lot on their shoulders to prove, and it starts day one in camp. I love hearing that, the defense kind of showed up today and showed.
Yeah,
Uh,
anytime the defense leads off camps, it's going to be a very interesting camp, and especially when there's talented guys on that offensive side of the ball, competitive guys. And speaking of competition, a lot of talk about the jawing and the back and forth between the different position groups in the individuals. Man, it's like a lot of people complain about the culture being too soft, but I think it's kind of developed into its own new wave of that iron sharpening iron atmosphere that we've been desiring to hear about and see at Alabama. And before we continue the conversation, Zach, I want to give a shout out to the chat on YouTube right now. We need 2 more likes to reach 40 likes on stream. Y'all continue to run the likes up, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you're new to the channel, if this is your first time tuning in, our shows are usually a lot more hyped up and animated, but we're so excited tonight. We want to get you all on the phone lines. So yes, we are live. Yes, you can get on the phone lines. You don't have to be a Bama fan to talk Bama football. Just make sure you're ready to talk some football tonight. And we wanna give you all the opportunity to have a conversation. So y'all tap in. Make sure you hit the like button and continue to subscribe to the channel. Help us reach our next goal. The phone number is right there. I'm gonna move this graphic, this overlay over out that way so y'all can see the phone line. But Zach, so what are you thinking when you put all of these things together? The competition at the O line, the competitive nature, the giant, the physicality, the just how everybody looks. What comes together in your mind when you put it all together, Zach?
that finally Bama's back in my mind. It's been missing for a little bit, but finally we're back and we're on the right path to bringing the Nick Saban's process back. In a different way, yes, but we're bringing the process and the standard back to how it was in the early days of Nick Saban. Before NIL got messed everything up and everything. But also, you got to understand Kalen DeBoer's been in a difficult situation. He inherited problems that Nick Saban left when he retired. There was a lot of toxic energy in the locker room.
That's true.
And so we're finally getting all of that out and bringing in new energy and a positive energy back to the program to where we can focus on what we need to focus on to win championships. You know.
Speaking of, and great way to segue into this. I want to put this poll on the screen. I'm not sure where it's going to pop up at. We're going to put it over here in front of the phone number for a quick second. But which position group worries you the most, Zach? Coming into fall camp, we're excited about all the talent and appreciate everybody for helping us get to that 40 like goal, man. We need 8 more to get to 50. I'll continue running likes up, continue to share the screen. Don't forget, we got super chats available too, man. We haven't did a super chat train and things of that nature. But if you all want to donate, continue to help the channel grow, you can always super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Zach, I have 4 position groups that I feel like were the key pieces that needed attention coming out of last season, that needed a facelift or needed to get a push to get more production. The offensive line, I think, was probably on top of everybody's list. The inside linebacker room with losing all of the veteran presence, all of the production out of that room from last season. Special teams, kicker punter situation. I got that on the list. And the running back room. Those are my 4 choices. So in the chat, it's interactive. You can type 1 for O-line, type 2 for inside linebacker, type 3 for special teams, meaning the kicker and the punter, and type 4 for the running back. Which position group worries you the most? Type the number in the chat and it will start to show up on the screen. Pretty cool interaction that we found out about. Y'all check it out. But Zach, give me your thoughts, man. Which one worries you the most?
Going into the season, I will say inside linebacker room because of the lack of veteran presence. You know, everywhere else we do have some sort of veteran presence, whether it's limited or whatever. We do have veteran presence everywhere else but there. I mean, yeah, we had guys play very limited snaps and garbage time, but they haven't played in big game opportunities. You know, so once those opportunities present themselves, are they going to be able to step up and rise to the occasion? We don't know yet because we haven't seen it yet. You know what I'm saying? The only one that's in the linebacker room that has had any big game experience is Caleb Woodson, but I don't know what that's going to look like here at Alabama because, like I said, this is his first year in this scheme, you know, so I don't know how that's going to look yet. You know, I've only seen spring practice, you know, so and what I've seen in spring practice, yeah, I'm excited, but does that constellate over to on-field live game reps? You know what I'm saying? So we don't know that yet, and we won't find that out until the season gets started.
Right, 100%, man, 100%. So Zach, I think you hitting it on the head. I'm looking in the chat. I don't know why it's not doing the interactive. It was working yesterday. It was pretty cool yesterday when we did it. It was real cool. I need my producer. I wish I would. Jordan, come save us. But nah, we good. I see your reactions in the chat. Appreciate the chat interaction. I'm gonna look at the. Let me see. Where's this thing at? Let me hide this, and then I'm gonna pull your comments up. So let me not hide it. Let me show it so we can look at the responses, and then I'm gonna pull your comments up. Let's see. So in the chat, Zach. So you said the inside linebacker room. I think
Yes, sir.
I think for me, I think I'm more worried about the running back room because
at points in times last year, the O-line looked like they knew what they were doing.
Right.
It was very few times last year that I felt like the running back room knew what they were doing. And I'm just being honest. You know, they look very, very fluent in the passing game. 770. You're next. You're next. We got 2 minutes on this phone call, and you'll be next. Do not give up. Do not give up. We will open the phone line 770. But the running back room for me. That's who it will be for me. But let's get in the chat. Let's see. We got William Martin says 1 for the O line. I can understand that. My boy Jay Will says 4. The running backs. That's what I said. Dino says 4. Big homie says O line. Running back, O line, about the same for me. I was doing a test right here. Don't look at that, y'all. I think my most worried position is the running back. What's up, TFX Quest? Good to see you in the chat, my boy. I got everybody pulling up, man. Y'all pulling up with the late night vibe. Y'all got me. Got on us. We on to something now. Marquis says 4 the running backs. Yeah, a lot of us saying what's good with the running backs. What's up, Doug? Good to see you in the chat, my boy. Good to see you. Everybody pulling up, man. Hey, so just got off from work, Mr. Smith. What's up, Oren? Good to see you over there, man. Mr. O, my boy. Mr. Biggs, my dude. Appreciate you pulling up. Gotta show love. Appreciate you, man. Hey, so and like I said, Zach, inside linebacker, I think that group, if we rotate them early, use them, you know, divide the reps up 60. Have a solid 3-man rotation. Play that 4th guy in special key moments. Release some of your young skill sets at moments where you need to reset some of the older guys, or you want to give different looks. You want to roll out clean new looks. Like, you got enough talent there. I think the inside linebacker room is going to be okay. The offensive line, getting 4 new faces across the front, a whole new group of 5 to gel. I mean, you got some continuity with Carroll, Sanders, and Jackson being on some second team and scout team work together probably over the past year. But live game action, running with ones, things going faster, quarterback making adjustments in real time, that's different. You got to get all that together, and you got a brand new center, no matter who you bring there. You know, Strayhorn, Waldrop has a year, but very limited with snaps at the center position. Is the O-line is the biggest question to me. I don't think it's I won't say worry. I shouldn't have labeled it worry, but that's where my biggest question is.
Right.
Yeah. So and you got somebody agreeing with you with the inside linebackers. They say with the non-veteran being in the inside linebacker room. The good thing about that though, to counter the argument, and then I'm gonna throw it back to Zach, and he's gonna close out. We're gonna open the phone lines. The good thing about that though, with non-veteran in the inside linebacker room, you got guys that literally their collegiate concept of what the inside linebacker position requires to do to be on the field is what Kane Womack and Chuck Morrell has taught them. You're talking QB Reese, Duke Johnson, Luke Metz, Abdul Sanders Jr. The only one that hasn't been, Caden Jones, the only one that hasn't been in the system in his collegiate career and has extensive experience outside of Alabama in college football at the Power 5 level is Caleb Woodson. So I think when you've seen football enough, and we know this, all of us football fans out there, we know this, football is football to a certain degree, right? Especially on the defensive side. It's a lot of reaction. We know Kane Womack. Our prayers that he's a lot more aggressive up front with his stunts and on the boundary with pressing up on guys and being a lot more tighter in coverage, allowing those athletic linebackers to move around, the box safeties to move around and fill gaps. So that's what we hope for. So I agree that you can talk about the lack of veteran presence, but I think when you got the type of guys that you do at Alabama, you're not too worried about those guys coming along. There is a little bit room for concern, but not that much. Zach, final thoughts. Let's get this phone line opened up, man. End it with some fire, man. You got a minute. Talk to us, Zach.
Yes. Okay. My final thought is the lack of run game production was due to the lack of quarterback production and explosive play ability last year, and the lack of Tyson to not being able to create explosives. That's number one. And number two, also, the offensive line failed because Ty Simpson held on to the ball too long. And the fact that he wasn't grasping this concept quick enough. But overall, Elon Russell will be your Heisman Trophy winner this year. Roll Tide. Goodbye. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll holler at y'all later.
Man, y'all give it up for my boy Zach, man, calling in on the phone line tonight. 334-625-1121. Y'all call in, give me your thoughts. Alabama fall camp, day one. Ending day one, man. Got a lot of reports, man. Running back room. Speaking of the running back room, I got to do something, man. I'm on their head this season. Too much talent in that room. I mean, I think the guy that emerges truly is the guy that can be the every down reliable back in the 2026 season will be AK Deer. If he stays healthy, he just runs so violently. And I think that's why EJ Crowell, there's so much excitement around him. Give me a second. Let me fix this mic real quick, chat. Mic check, uno, dos, there you go. All right, so 770, I know we missed your phone call earlier. Go ahead and call back, man. We got the phone lines open, 334-625-1121. Anybody talking Alabama football, we want to hear your thoughts on the phone line tonight. Talk to me here on the Chatting with Coach Smook late night calling show. I just want to make sure, can we agree to criticize even and win unless it is SC championship game? What, Dino? What? I'm not gonna let you get by being a fair weather fan again this season if that's what you're asking. If that's what you're requesting me to do, I'm not gonna allow you to get by with being a fair weather fan. I'm not gonna allow you to do that. We got another call in the game on the phone, and let's get to it. Y'all, did my mouse just die? Hold on, y'all. Oh, y'all keep calling, man. I'm so sorry. 865, you're up. 770, you're up. Let's get it.
Call from.
Yo, Roll Tide. Get in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Well, you know, it's been a while since I had to call and check on you, son. How you been doing, man?
This man right here, y'all. This man. You know what? Let's go ahead and get this established right now. You know what we're gonna establish right now, Adrian?
What's going on, son? How you doing, man? What you been up to, man?
First of all, you can't call me son when the head-to-head. I have the head-to-head. First of all. Secondly, you lucky we don't have the PS5 anymore. You lucky we got rid of the PS5 because we had some plans, but I got something even better for you. Adrian. You want to hear it?
What's that, man?
We got a staff set up for the live game sim, and we want to do a fall camp kickoff scrimmage between Georgia and Alabama. And now what's going to happen is the person that's representing Alabama. I'm just going to be on the one. I'm going to be the one coaching and I'm the commentator for this matchup, this spring game. But I'm gonna have you play against my offensive coordinator since I don't have a PS5 no more. Chat. Just so y'all know, we're not doing the live game sim. I'm not playing it this year. We're stepping fully into the role of the coaching role. And we have like 7 or 8 opponents lined up already for the season. We're looking for ECU for the people that, but y'all know what's going on. But man, what you want, man? Did Georgia kick off fall camp today? Did they have something going on?
Yes, sir, we did, man. We looking at all I can say, my brother.
You say what now?
We looking right nice, all I can say, my brother.
Okay. Look, it sounds good.
Man.
It sounds good till y'all pull up to Tuscaloosa. What? You know what though? I will say this, and this is no trolling. All trolling aside, chat. We like to talk football at the end of the day. And I'm gonna have to let me Chat, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna put us on an infomercial break. Adrian, we're gonna be right back, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all, we back. I don't know why my PC want to do all these updates tonight, man, but it's all good. But yeah, let's talk a little Georgia fall camp, man. What's the energy around fall camp with Georgia this year?
Well, from what I'm seeing, man, it looks like it's gonna be pretty bright, my brother. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to see what Caden Protho gonna do and K Rod Taylor. All the new upcoming freshman guys, you know what I mean, they're gonna play a
Caden
role.
Prothro. That's a name that Bama Nation. If y'all don't remember that name, y'all remember how hype I was when Bama had him on our radar early in his recruitment. And I think what Darnell Washington was supposed to be, wasn't that his name? Darnell Washington?
Yeah, Darnell Washington, yeah.
What he was supposed to be for Georgia during his tenure there, I think they got that in Caden Prothro. Ain't he like 6'6"?
Man, the kid awesome, man. He pretty good, brother.
How tall is he? Like 6'6"?
I ain't trying to brag and boast, but the kid look awesome, man. For real.
Hey, Adrian, how tall is he? Isn't he about 6'6"?
Yeah, he like 6'6", 6'5", somewhere around there.
Lee, man, he gonna hit another spurt. He's one of those young kids that's been big for a while, man.
Right.
Nah, he not related to Tyrone Prothro. I remember, yeah. Dino, you weren't here when we asked him that? What's your record prediction for the UGA this season, man?
You asking me?
Yeah, what's your record prediction?
Regular
season.
I say 8 possible. Man, get out of here, man. Ain't no way.
What Amanda said.
No, but I'm gonna be realistic, man. I think.
Bro, wait. What my sister said? Tell me what my sister.
You talking about some 8 and 4, man? Get out of here, man. That's just crazy, man. Are you serious?
Hey, clip that.
Oh my God, man.
It is football season. Football season is back, chat.
We ain't been 8-4 since 31st year.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Guess who ain't never?
It can't happen.
Hey, guess who ain't been 8 and 4? Guess who ain't been 8 and 4? Alabama. Alabama.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, you go on in the house and tend to your wifely duties and get out of here. Don't,
come on, Adrian. Let me see.
This is my new word for y'all, man. Go on, get.
Adrian, hey, come on, man. Give me a record prediction, cause this is a Bama show. You taking up our Bama fall camp talk.
Before I was rudely interrupted. But yeah, man, I think I think we're gonna go at least either 11 and 1. 11 and 2. Is it 11? Can we play how many? Is it 13?
You play 12 regular season games.
We play 12-7. Okay, so either 11-1 or 10-2.
Who your two losses coming to?
I say possibly. It's a possibility we could lose against Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Man, get out of here. I think we gonna get y'all this year. So I'm not gonna say y'all. I'm gonna just say Ole Miss and no, I'm not. I'm gonna say Ole Miss and probably Ole Miss and possibly
Yeah, she about to go upside his head on that.
I'm trying to remember who all on our schedule. We got Georgia Tech, Ole Miss.
Man, stop playing, Adrian. Listen, y'all coming to T-Town after doing what y'all did in the SEC championship to us. You don't think?
Hey, man, we gotta keep that thing going.
Hey,
man.
You don't think K-Dot and that D-line and that wide receiver? You don't think Ryan Williams ain't trying to have his little potential draft stock on Georgia this year? Man, please, Adrian, 20 seconds. What you got to say before you get out of here? I need you to end it with "Put me in the game, Coach Smook." None of that gold. None of that gold. None of that gold dogs mess. None of that.
I will.
None
Put
of that
me in the game, Coach Smook, and I'm gonna be real and say we may lose. It's a possibility we could lose to y'all, but I believe we're gonna go 11-1. And the only team I feel we'll lose to is Ole Miss.
All right, man. Bye.
Call from
Doug.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Yo, what's up? You in the game with Coach Smook. Doug, talk to me.
It's good and smooth, man. How you been? First and foremost.
Man, I'm good, man. How you feeling? Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. I feel like I ain't heard your voice on here in a minute.
Yeah, man. I mean, no bad life, work life. You know how that be, man.
Yeah, man. I feel you. You look. You in the hallway somewhere. It got a little echo.
I'm in the bathroom. We get the bathroom.
Okay. That boy on the toilet,
y'all. What about now?
That boy on the toilet. He on the toilet on the phone line. That's what I'm talking about, man. Get to the just mess with me, man. We hear you good.
What about now?
Got you, man. Talk to us, man. What's on your mind, man? Bama football camp, fall camp has kicked off. We are now amongst the 2026-27 season. What's on your mind, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. I just been keeping it low key, man. I've been hearing all the chit chatter. Just been staying low key, man. We're gonna prove all the doubters wrong in the area. And then keeping it low key, like the team been doing. The confidence been real quiet. That's how I've been. But like you said at the top of the show, what's your biggest concern for me is Grub and the O-line. I'm looking at Grub and the O-line. I'm not worried about the defense. I'm not worried about them at all. Just the O-line and Grub. All I'm worried about.
Hey, go a little bit more in depth, man. We got time tonight. We on a late night tip. Talk to the people, man. And before I continue, I gotta acknowledge the crowd we have in here tonight. 224 total viewers across all platforms, man. Give it up for the AAA family and the late night crew that's hanging out tonight. Listen, if you have not shared the stream yet, help your boy out. Share the stream. Tell somebody it's a vibe over here on the Coach Smook Network. They said I was gone, man. I ain't went nowhere. We had to hide just a little bit. We had to go and get back. We got to go to the hyperbolic time chamber. For all my Dragon Ball Z fans, I was in the hyperbolic time chamber. Y'all see my shoulders that got big, man. Stop playing with me.
You've been working out. I just seen you on Instagram. I was like, damn, bro, I got to get on there and get on his workout.
Come on, man. Hey, hit your boy up. Hey, just let's plug this right now. Anybody need any personal training needs? I do e-coachings, personal fitness training. I can help you transfer your body in 15 workouts. You will see your body transform in 15 workouts, guaranteed. If not, you get $25 back. God bless you. All right, man, let's talk some Bama football, man. Appreciate you for tapping in once again, everybody in the chat. What's your thoughts on coming into the season? How you feeling? Questions, anything, man. Talk to us, my boy.
Oh yeah, see, like back to Grub. I get in debt with Grub, man. Just Grub, man. I'm hoping they got their quarterback, so maybe that was a lot of the issues in the O-line. They couldn't really run the ball, so maybe he couldn't call certain things that maybe he wanted to do. I'm hoping that was it. But I'm through with the trick plays, but like throw them shits away. You know, I'm sorry the language, but throw them plays away, man.
Come on, man.
Especially when the game is not needed. It's like just look at the game, call what's appropriate for whatever situation we're in. Like if it doesn't call a trick play, do not run a trick play. So like a lot of that, we had momentum building last year, and he just would call the trick play, and that would mess up the whole like the Auburn game. We had Auburn down 14. He called the trick play, they get back in the game.
Yes.
I think he did that a few times last year. So I'm just looking at Grubb like, don't run away from the running game. You might get 2, 3 here, maybe. Just keep running the ball, man. It might pop. You know what I'm saying? Boy, if nothing, it lets the defense know that they can't just pin their ears back and come out their quarterback. Like I'm really looking at Grubb, man. I'm really concerned about him. Ever since he showed up, it was a lot of hype. I wanted him. We can't watch him. Like, man, Grubb's gonna be the guy.
Man, listen, you ain't the only one. I still believe in him, man. I want to interject because you know we only have one season of body of work to really go off of Grubb. I look at how the play call he did at Seattle wasn't the same play calling style he did at Alabama. It was two different dynamics. Even the run style, it didn't match up. Like it didn't make sense in a lot of situations. Same situational stuff, but the style of play calling wasn't definitely. It was definitely different. And I think right now you got a coach in Adrian Clem. You're talking about a run scheme guy that really has some extensive knowledge in developing run schemes for heavy pass style offenses, explosive style run schemes. Getting your big bodies in space, the techniques needed, the concepts needed to be taught to get these guys in space and get their hands on bodies and start making space. And then also, like another thing too, man. You talk about the O line, but as much as we look at the O line, it's time. I'm gonna keep saying this until we see a running back really emerge and become a SEC top 5, top 6 caliber SEC back. You're talking about 16 teams in the conference. You want a back that's the top 5, top 6. You want at least one back on at Alabama. Got to be top 6 in the conference.
No, I agree with you on that running back.
Coach G got to step up, man. Coach G got to produce.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think that's more on the running back coach, or you think that's just the talent that we have? Like, what's your take on that?
Bro, there's no way I turn on AK Deer's film the way he ran while he was in his last year in high school in Mississippi and look at, some of the things that's happening in that running back room and say, okay, coach, and this is another thing that might be on Grubb too, personnel handling, right? Personnel management. That was a huge topic of conversation on this channel last season. Handling the personnel the right way, making sure that we're playing the right guys, giving the guys that give you the best opportunity to be successful, right? Allowing those guys the opportunity to be in front. Personnel management, you put those guys in position, right? You see that quality production from AK Deer, right? That explosive opportunity. 1 or 2 of those. Why not ride that so that he can set the tone? Kevin Riley started off great, got tweaked with an injury. Saw the hesitancy. Daniel Hill that's been his only ding since he's been on campus. The hesitancy, right? Not getting behind his pass. Jan Miller just couldn't see. I don't know. Maybe he felt like he could run through players. I don't know. But we never got to see Richard Young really get a chance. And to me, go look at that Florida State game and look at how Young was running that ball in the first half.
He was real bouncy. He was real elusive a little bit. They just gave up on him. I didn't appreciate them just giving up on him like that. But like I said, I don't know. Oh, and then like you back on the personnel as far as the O line, I just want them to pick 5 guys. Let's just stick it out with 5 guys. Let them build the communication with each other. We got to stop the musical chairs with the O line. He get a turn. If we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that in the first 2 games. Pick your 5 quick. All that offensive line is about the same guys. It's about commodity. The same guys. They go to lunch together. They offensive line is very important. They have to be communicating.
Yeah.
So that's all I want. Just pick 5 and keep that 5. So don't get injuries. No injuries gonna happen, but if there's no injuries, just keep the same 5 out there, bro. Whoever's dealing with the O line.
I think you will see a solid 6-man rotation. I do. I just think for me in the game of college football, it's good when you have 3 or 4 guys depth wise that can play both tackle and guard like extensively, right? As your 6 man. That's what Will Sanders provided for us last season, and we saw how that helped when Formby would struggle, or Roberts would struggle. You could bring Sanders in for 4 or 5 snaps and not have a drop off, or kind of plug the bleed and patch it up for a second while you get your starters back in the game, back on track. You know,
Right.
I
You do
think
need a swing tackle though. I do agree with you. Having a swing tackle is perfect. Like
a
6, 7,
perfect,
yeah, I agree with you.
and that's the terminology I was trying. That's the term I was trying to utilize the other day when I was talking about the offensive line, and having a guy like James who came in and made the type of impact, right, that he did, and competing for the starting right tackle position. And I'm blending. I'm starting to disappear into the screen, y'all. But getting into the competition, right, and impacting. But now you see Haywood emerging as one of the favorites to start at the right tackle position. And I've been telling y'all since that recruiting class, he was one of the first guys to talk to me, you know, and that was kind of like the plan to get that super offensive line together of him, Michael Carroll. They were like the anchors, him, Michael Carroll. And then when Lloyd Jackson jumped on the wagon and was like, "Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it." Those 3 right there, they will be starting. I think that right tackle is Haywood's to lose. I like them trying Nick Brooks out there. He was playing guard at Texas, I believe he was at Texas before. Got recruited to Texas as a guard, but now you see him getting tackle reps. It's crazy to see Alabama going big with those 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" guys at tackle. But when you look at the athleticism, skill set that they have, Haywood, Jackson, James, Brooks, even the young boy Booker, Chris Booker. Those guys move, man. They move their feet. They get out in space. So I like it. I like the depth, but I do agree. Let's not have the musical chairs. We shouldn't see 3 or 4 offensive linemen coming off in the middle of a drive, talking about rotating guys for a play call. We shouldn't see that. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying on that end. But final thoughts, man. We got about 2 more minutes. Give me some more thoughts, some more conversation. What else you got before we get up out of here?
As far as the secondary, I think he got I think he got the best secondary in the nation. Argue with Tamami and I think got the best secondary in the nation. Yeah. Plethora of safeties, plethora of D-backs. Like we can go 5, 4 deep, and I feel like in almost every position. Maybe I'm gassing it. Maybe I'm just a damn fan. I'm gassing it, but I highly think that the guys that we have, Ray Herbert, Deion Sabb, my boy Dijon Lee, Davian Brown. Then we got the guys Red Morgan. We got Edmund Taylor. Like that's a sleeper.
Yeah.
We got the guys like the freshman Jordan Edmonds. It's crazy. That secondary, man, scary. If we can get some pressure on this quarterback, we might have the most interceptions in the SEC. If we could just get some pressure on this quarterback, the most turnovers in the SEC. Calling it now.
Well, you got to think, even last year, and then I'm gonna let you get the last thought. But even last year, man, the Alabama, I think, forced 14 interceptions. Was it 14 and 16 total interceptions throughout the season? I can't remember. I don't have my graphic, but they had a lot of close calls, even from the inside linebacker room. And we talk about the secondary being a no-fly zone. I think that group, Caleb Woodson, Luke Metz, Abdul Sanders, those guys.
QB Reese?
I don't too much. I gotta see QB Reese in coverage. That
coverage.
Was,
oh yeah.
That was one of the things coming out of high school. I said he would have to take his time and develop in at the next level because he's not the tallest. He's 6 foot, barely 6'1". But he moves. He can cover. He can track. So if he can cover ground Not he. I said he can cover, but if he can cover ground, if he can get better in coverage, he's going to be a hard guy to deal with. You know, he can get under big tight ends. He can keep up with your shifty running backs. If he could be disciplined in coverage and get third level discipline, that inside linebacker room will end up having a lot of opportunities. Those double spy looks where you got your strong or your Mike linebacker reacting based off of the tight ends release or reading off the guard and basically running like an underneath Robert concept in the hook in the hook and curls area. Man, it's crazy to see Kane Womack kind of design these things when guys are confident in the play call. And with a front like we have, I think, like you said, the defense as a whole, not just the secondary, is going to give Alabama that no-fly zone type presence. Final thought, man. Let's get this phone line open, man. You've been a good caller, man. Make sure you keep typing in, man. Make sure you keep tapping in and calling in on this phone line. We're gonna.
I'm tapping in, and I'm gonna definitely get my wristband for the season startup. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can get all the information that I need because I know information is key. But the final statement before I go and get up out of here. I feel like Bama fans just keep cool. We hear the chit chatter, people gonna talk their mess. It's all good. Don't even feed into it. Just let people talk. We're gonna take it a game at a time. We're not gonna get too high, not get too low. I feel like it's gonna be a great year. They just have to go with the line. Thank you, Smook. Love you, man. You good, man.
Yeah, man. Say it one time before you get out of here, man.
Roll damn Tide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give it to him, man. Y'all put him in the game with your boy, man. Give it up for my boy, Doug. Hey, listen, man. Hey, y'all. This year, I do think that is the answer. Y'all keep asking me what the answer to this is. I think we don't question Ryan Grubb's play calling. We don't worry about how the O-line is rotated. I don't think we complain about the run game if Keelan Russell is the guy. We're going to take a quick break, chat. We're going to take a quick infomercial break. And when we come back, we'll be back on the phone lines here with the Coach Smook Network, a late night call-in show. Listen, if you're not a member of the AAA family, this is how you do so. Become a member. Help your boy grow, help the channel grow, help the team grow, help the family grow by joining the AAA family. Check it out. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. What's going on AAA family? It's your boy, Coach Smook, here with another episode of Chatting with Coach Smook. Tonight, we got our fall camp series. We're opening up the phone lines, discussing all the hot topics, all the things that you want to talk about and hear about, the news that you need to know following opening day in the 2026-27 fall camp. But before we do that, make sure you like the stream, make sure you share the content, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you don't miss any of the coverage and the live content that we'll be producing around Alabama football this season. I appreciate you for supporting, and while you're here, think about becoming a member of the AAA family by joining and becoming a member of our YouTube channel. It's real easy to do so. We'll show you how to do it in the show. But for now, let's get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get into it.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
All right, let's get into it, man. I was trying to figure out if that was the right video, but clearly it's not. Appreciate y'all for tapping in again. We at 54 likes on YouTube. Continue running likes on the YouTube channel, man. I appreciate y'all for running likes up on YouTube. And then I don't know how many taps or how many likes we are on TikTok, but I appreciate y'all for tapping in. And we had a comment. We had a comment of old statement made on TikTok by G McMillan. G McMillan on TikTok. It says, Red Morgan, best nickel corner in. I think we got an argument.
Welcome.
It's Marquis.
Yo, Marquis, you in the game with Coach Smook? Talk to me, man. Y'all give it up for my guy Marquis, man.
Hey, what's going on, Coach Smook? How you doing?
Man, you already know we out here getting it, trying to get our due in. You know, we didn't get to give our own little personal reactions and stuff. You know, AAA, we keep it real. We keep it authentic. You know, so I want to get our voices on the airwaves. A lot of people hype, as expected and as should be. It's day one. Give me your thoughts, man. Alabama football has begun. College football is back for Alabama fans. Talk to me, man.
Man, the guys are back at work, man. You know, very, very excited, man. Calm before the storm, man. Calm before the storm, man. That's how I feel. For me, very excited about the running back room. Very excited about what Ryan Gribb decides to do this year, right? I have a lot of faith in him. I just think for him, we give you everything that you like to do.
Yeah.
All the pieces and the gadget guys that you want. We got the big guys. We got your speedy guys, right? I mean, what else you need, right? We got every type of running back in the room that you want to see. You know, I mean, O-line is athletic as all get out, right? We don't got a bunch of big sloppy guys no more. Love them to death, right? They were just a little too big for what we were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And Kalen DeBoer's not going to say that, right? He inherited a bunch of big boys, and it just wasn't what he wants to get into. He wants the athletic line, right? We do a lot of athletic stuff. We want to go tempo a little bit, and it's hard to do with a bunch of guys that are 330 and above.
Right.
It's just rough to do. You can't do it. You know, that's why Parker fit the scheme so well. That's why Parker was so key for us, right? Wanna hope that Racing Delgatti can be a stronger version of Parker.
Yeah, a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger, and just stronger. You know, Parker was the when you talk about technique, execution, understanding the scheme, getting the right calls, very few miss snaps. Like Parker was that dude. So yeah, man, you right on the head. You're hitting it right on the head. Go ahead, brother.
And I appreciate that, Coach. So it's just, you know, truthfully just trying to figure out, you know, who's that right tackle for us, right? I know we're getting a lot of Javen James, right, talk. You know, I love to talk about Ty Haywood, right? He was supposed to be here. Glad he came to his senses, you know.
That part.
Came to the right side. And it's okay, right? You know, young kid, got to figure it out, right? Throw him that money on. Do what you got to do, son.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you got to do, right? You know,
loving the Jackson Lloyd, loving the way he's looking, loving he's gained a little bit of weight. I just want people to know he's going to get beat and don't kill him on the net.
Right. And
He
it's
plays the
because he's
hardest
young.
position in football, and
He
he's young.
he's very young, and people are not going to realize that when they see him line up on the field. When they see him line
Oh
up,
my goodness.
he don't look like a red shirt freshman. He don't look like a first year starter. He looks watch how much attention is on him because of how good he performs. That's what's going to be the thing. When he does mess up, it might be a big moment, but it won't be big. It won't be a lot of those. It won't be I don't think we'll see a Caden Proctor freshman year from Lloyd Jackson. This young man
No, I
really
don't think
impresses
so.
me when it comes to the offensive line position. Guard, tackle. I've seen this young man even, get tight end reps as a sophomore.
Yeah, I mean, and it just comes down to, like Doug was saying earlier, like we've talked about a lot, getting that five together, getting that camaraderie, right? Getting the right five. I don't care what it looks like at this point. I really don't. I truly don't. We haven't had a solid O line that's really good 1 through 5 in a long time. So like at this point, I don't care. I don't care what it looks like, who it is. Line it up and go play ball, right? And let's just be consistent. And if anything else, let's be consistent at all times, right? I don't really care about the highs and lows. I just want it to be more highs than lows. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like that's just keeping it real. I really don't have any. I mean, running back room. We gotta. I mean, gotta find a guy,
Got
right?
to.
And they're same thing. It doesn't matter who, right? It could be Daniel. I'd love for it to be Daniel, right? For the sake of, he fits what we want to do, right? He's a running back who can catch out of the backfield. He
Yeah.
can get us consistently, in good field position and keep us above the sticks, which we did. We played in 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7 last year, y'all.
Average
We
of
live
70,
like that.
average of 72% of our snaps on second down were for 7 or more yards. 72%. So it was it wasn't that pre-snap they knew what we were doing. They could predict it. The probability of us needing to do it was like that 70% of the time. 7 out of 10 times we get second down because of the style of the ineffectiveness of the run game. We were going to be passing the ball. That's what coordinators were banking on, and that's how our offense hit that wall around week 9, week 10 of the season. You started seeing teams. If I tell you right now, man, if a team like Missouri had depth of talent in the secondary like we do, the ability to rotate and fix some of their issues on the back end, they probably would have had a good chance to beat us. The game of losing against Oklahoma at home, that would have been probably a little bit more embarrassing, or it would have looked a lot worse had not the defense played the way that they played. So we just gotta fix that front five. Trust the running back room. Lean into the running back room. I'm talking about when I say lean into it, it doesn't have to be 40 carries a game, but some drives it needs to be a 70% run drive. Just to especially in the middle 8. Last 4 minutes of the second quarter, first 4 minutes of the third quarter, you want to be able to run the ball and control that momentum in that time frame. Those are 2 big turning points in the game, every game, every weekend. What else you got for me, man? Talk to me.
Oh man, I think for us, like I was saying earlier, just using our wide receiver depth how it should be used. I'll give you year 1, right? Because you got a feel on us, but you don't got a feel on us. You know what's in our room, but you don't know, right? You know that you love Germ. You know that Ryan's a guy, right? And everybody else just kind of whatever, right? You found a place for Lottie, sort of, kind of, right? With a love for him to get incorporated more. But I think this year it's no excuses. Like I need all the bells and whistles for our wide receivers, like Rico. Like he is. Don't let him be a Kendrick Law.
Yeah, you can't.
Don't.
Especially we saw Rico has kind of had the similar type of career that Henry Ruggs started off with at Alabama, where all of his catches, if they're not going for touchdowns, they're big catches for first downs. You know, and I'm telling you, man, it's one of those things where you can't, like you said, you can't lose a guy like him. And you got guys behind him though. Like I said, I was talking about it today. Seeing Tyler Henderson wearing that number 14, that was promising. You know, the number thing that the number hoax or the number persona thing is real amongst college football. You better ask your athletes out here. I guarantee you that the number matters. Those linebackers that wore those single digit numbers in high school, and they wearing those double digit numbers, especially a 30 something at the collegiate level or 50 something, that don't look good. That don't feel good. So trust me. And some of these guys came and picked 30s. I'm not poking at our freshmen. We got some freshmen wearing some 30s that if it wasn't for the amount of veteran depth in front of them, they would definitely be on that field for sure, contributing. But yeah, I think we got a lot of that just stacked talent, man. Stacked talent. What else we was getting into before we get out of here, bro?
Man, I think, touching on, we'll take it another route. Touch on special teams just a tad, right? Just a tad, right? Because nobody ever does. I will, right? I think that our kicking game is going to be fine, right? Our kicking game is going to be better than fine, actually, right? I think, the battle between Lorcan Quinn and Connor Talty, right? That's only going to make Connor better. I think Connor, we made Connor better. He doesn't want it, but we made Connor better. He didn't, by pushing him to where we did. I don't love the way we did it, but it is what it is, right? I think we used that fuel. I think he used all the booze and the, discouragement as fire to go work harder. And when we needed him, Auburn game, he stepped up big.
Definitely.
Oklahoma game, stepped up big, right? So I think the confidence is there for Connor. But I think Lorcan Quinn, I've heard, I've seen, I've stat watched. He's a dude now. So Connor, if you ain't playing so hot and you ain't doing what you need to do early and often, we gonna know ASAP and we gonna know soon. So lock in. Hunter, I think we're good there. Hopefully we don't gotta punt too much at all, truthfully. I don't really want to even talk about punting.
You know what? I do. There's times where I think play calling wise, where the offense was in such a rut that you would see Grubb kind of just roll with his best or his comfortables and just live with it, right? No phase two past that, kind of to try to get the offense back on the sideline, because maybe the defense hadn't had much pressure put on them. And so when you have a punter that can really change field position and really pin guys inside the 20 on punts, and you can, just like when you get in the red zone, you can kind of open up and dial up your pressures in the red zone. You tend to see coordinators really dial up pressures in the red zone. When you're inside the 20, when you got teams backed up, that's when you see a lot of gamble calls. And Kane Womack gambled a lot out of that 8-man double mug around the line of scrimmage look. He gambled a lot out of that last year, and it was beneficial against some of those slower quarterbacks with those slower releases. I think we can see that part of the kicking game really become an important piece, because this is why I love to talk context about the interviews. We're going to do a reaction to the interview tonight after we get off the live Kalen DeBoer interview. Y'all could come watch it live on TikTok once we get off live here. But the context of what he was saying about special teams needing to come up this season, and what are some of the things they're looking for. Lorcan is a guy that I mean, golden leg, all of this stuff, but he's coming off an injury. And you said some things about Tati that we saw the 65, 70-yard highlight kicker, Tati, we saw him show up late in the season. Breed that competition. We could have J.K. Scott and Will Reichert on campus for another 2 years. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's the type of energy that's around the campus right now, around the locker room. Everybody, this iron shopping iron, real, it's real life right now. I love it for Bama fans. All this old Saban Nation or Saban era talk, I think it goes out the door this year. I truly do. By Georgia week, after Georgia week, all that Saban era talk is going to be hushed. Those fans like my boy Shep that used to call in, worried all the time, he going to be calling in, be one of the loudest ones, talking about Alabama dominant, Alabama this and Alabama that. And I'm going to be sitting back laughing because it's fans like us that's been saying trust the process. It's literally been on a faster track than it was when Saban showed up in 07. We've seen a faster turnover in winning and maintaining a winning standard under Kalen DeBoer. So,
absolutely.
Final thought, man. Final thought. Give me some heat to lead these folks with, my boy.
Listen. Final thoughts, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 nasty on them. Listen, I think we go 10 to 11-1 at best, right? And it really don't matter which person we are. I think we'll be more dynamic with Kalen. We'll be more managed. Still high scoring, but more managed with Austin, point blank period, right? That's just how I feel. Defense will be top one in the nation, right? D-line's going to come along. As long as they progress the way I think that we can, right, the way I feel like we should, we're going to be fine there. I think by the time we got to play Georgia, everybody's going to be doubting us like they always do. We'll beat them. It won't be nothing new to us.
Please charge.
I don't know nothing about no little Adrian and nothing about them little puppies, but he know the record. As long as I've been alive, we've been spanking them. Y'all beat up on us hurt. Boy. Man, y'all beat up on us bad when we was hurt bad in the SEC championship, and y'all know that, right? That's
the only time they get us.
Come on now, don't check the record, man.
I can't. And this ain't no troll. This ain't no troll, Georgia fans. I can't remember the last time y'all showed up.
No troll.
The first meetup in the season, like Georgia always, they play us close. Anytime they see us twice within a 12-month time span, a season calendar year time span. Anytime they see us twice, they have a good chance the second time around. Like most good teams should, right? That's why the NBA playoffs is so exciting. When you get into the later rounds, that's why I love the later rounds. 6-game series. I love that. You're going to see at least 6 games. So in college football and football where the games last longer, the momentum changes and shifts, things impacted a lot more different. Control of the game, time of possession, things are controlled a lot more different. That's why I think when you see teams another time around, if they tried to go at one tempo the first time around, they could slow the game down and literally that be the literal difference in the game being won or lost for them. It's a bug in here, y'all.
You're absolutely right. Listen, look, one more thing, Coach. One more thing, and I'm off here real quick. A lot of y'all talk about DeBoer this, DeBoer that, how he ain't saving, how he ain't close and all this and third. When he got asked about the national championship and would it define his career in Alabama, he talked about the process. The one thing that Coach Saban preached about for his 20-plus years here was the process. Go back and listen to every single interview. He cared about the process more than anything. It's why he's not coaching anymore. Process is not the same at all anymore. Right? The process is what led us to national championship. After national championship is keeping the process the same. Trusting the process and not listening to outside noise. So what we're going to do is we're going to lock in. We ain't gonna worry about nobody else, man. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, man. That's what I'm talking about. My boy Marquis said, put him in the game. Coach Smook, y'all give it up for my boy Marquis in the chat one time. Let me. It's the season, so got my Bama juice ready. Little detox tea, y'all. Getting clean, getting the system cleaned out. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man, tonight. The phone calls, everybody on the phone lines, man. I appreciate every one of y'all. I thought I just had a banner. Yeah, here we go. All the shout out to all the callers. Mr. 205 over there on TikTok, I see you pulling up, tapping the screen, commenting. If you want, I want a TikTok user to tap in on the phone line. If you're on TikTok, not just call in, but come make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Y'all are really doing a great job helping us grow on that YouTube side. Continue to pull up on us and subscribe. It's free to subscribe to your YouTube channel. If you want to become a member, that's what costs, and it's cheap. It's one of the cheapest ones you're going to catch on YouTube. Shout out to the 7 new subscribers we've gained on stream, man. We've gained 7 new subscribers live on stream. As a matter of fact, 8. I'm sorry, that's 8. 8 new subscribers live on stream. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It's the easiest way to help us grow, to continue to help us grow. We're a monetized channel, so every subscription, whether you're a paid member or not, you being subscribed to the channel helps us maintain being monetized. Your likes help us get paid. Your viewership, sitting here watching us for more than 5 minutes, helps us. 30 seconds, sharing the live every 20 minutes you're watching. All those small things without digging in your pockets helps us. You're already sitting here. If you're watching on your TV, you can get on your phone and still share the link out. You can still do it while you're watching it. Or even on your TV, if you got Roku or Amazon Fire Stick, they got options on the screen. Explore and see how to use it. But want to go ahead and get out of here. Let me see. Do we have a phone caller? Do we have a caller on TikTok? You trying to call in on TikTok? True Star James, Mr. 205. Anyone of y'all trying to call in? I see y'all tapping their screen. Appreciate y'all for showing love, man. I'm going to be live. What up? What up, James? Good to see you over there on TikTok. I'm going to be live on TikTok. We're going to react to the practice footage that we got. We can't put it on our YouTube channel anymore. That was one of the agreements we had. That's why y'all let's see still frame B-roll for this season, right? The only B-roll footage, live action footage we can use is stuff from like last year and stuff that we create. So if we get clips from the games or we get clips from practice and edit it up and, you know, we adjust it or whatever, that's how we do. But we're trying to build that trusted relationship and be trusted with access, just like the credentialed media. And the good thing is we have you all support. You all continuing to want to hear our takes, want to see the style of delivery, the style that we deliver the content is helping us with the fan appeal and all that. So we appreciate y'all. Once again, man, late night vibes with your boy Coach Smook. I can't thank you enough for continuing to just support the channel. Don't forget, if you haven't, make sure you go check out our merch, man. We got our merch lined up still. Got the t-shirts, everything still is still up there. We brought the red and the white letter lineup back. And we have new pieces that's going to be open, being put on the link. If you don't know how to get there, ! merch in the YouTube chat, Facebook chat, any of them but Twitter and TikTok, it will work. If you don't catch us live, come check out the main page on YouTube. Has our what's the thing? Link tree. It has our link tree on there. Y'all go check that out. Make sure y'all go check out the merch. Shout out to our sponsors here on the Coach Smook Network too, man. We got our primary sponsors, Walk On Sports Bistro, but one of our brand new sponsors that's been solid with their support and helping us continue to grow, Farmers Insurance, Frederick Harrison Farmers Insurance of Hoover, Alabama. We're going to have a new graphic up before kickoff with his contact information on there, but until then, you can find him on Instagram and you'll see that handsome young man that right there and his face on the Farmers Insurance page for Hoover, Alabama. Make sure y'all go check him out to help you with all your insurance needs.
And as you all saw, if you follow me on TikTok, I went to the barbershop today, man. We were at the Legacy Barbershop in Montgomery, Alabama. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to my guy Ronnie. Shout out to the whole staff, man. That is the vibe there. We're gonna be doing a couple of live streams, live takes there. We're gonna get that cutting with Coach Smook. We my brother Tony, we're gonna get him on, represent that Auburn. That Auburn talk, man. I'm telling you, Auburn is excited. Auburn is excited. I can't wait to get on here live Friday and have our late night Friday call-in show. Auburn is excited. They have a reason to believe. I'm not going to sit here and be a fan right now. I'm going to be real. I'm talking football. Auburn is for real. If they can put it together on the field, they have a lot of talent. And that quarterback is going to be a problem. And now he has, that same offense that he was using at USF. If those guys can transition and play at the competition level, right? If they can play at that same competition level in the SEC and execute like they were at USF, which we saw them do against SEC squads, Florida, us, 2 years ago, 3 years ago they did it against us. I think they did against Kentucky too. They played Miami to the wire. I think they beat Miami a few years ago, didn't it? Oh, this ain't playing, y'all. Him and this Auburn team are for real. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I'll see y'all in the morning, man. Bright and early, 8:30 a.m. We will have our live morning segment breaking down some more fall camp stories and hot topics, things you need to be looking forward to hearing from tomorrow's practice. Day number 2 of practice, where we will have media availability for, I believe, the offense and offensive players will be media availability tomorrow. Once again, y'all continue to support, man. We might find our way in that room real soon. Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be blessed, man.